Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. We are looking at another one, another ACAV game today. I felt pretty good about this one. There were some mistakes that I made, but I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to play this map. It's been one of the challenges. And this wasn't the best example because my opponent didn't really play as wide as some divs would have, but it gave me a pretty good idea of how I should play this and kind of what the capabilities are of 11th Cav on two ways. I understand why a lot of people complain about this one. It's super wide. There aren't very many avenues for going from one lane to the next lane. As you can see, like if I'm fighting here, you got a road to the middle, but there's no road to get over to Gulf. Same from Gulf to get back to here. So it can feel like if you're fighting here, and it's hard to traverse laterally. And so you almost feel you're playing a MOBA map where it's just 3 lanes straight down. And there's a lot of forests. If you get MNAT or 101st in here or over here, it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with 11th Cav. So, luckily we're not playing against one of the jungle infantry divisions. We're playing against 20 Polish, which is still a pretty good division. The T-72s can quickly overwhelm my M1s if I'm not good with them, which sometimes I'm not. But I like my chances because they don't have forward deploy 8A. They always rely on the honkers to get in places first. And I think 11th Cav is pretty suited to beating that early. So let me speed this up and let's go on here. So my deployment, what my game plan is to get in here and up to here early with LRS and the ACAV. Start pressuring his back zone and then moving my forces over here to prevent this reinforcement road and to force him into here, which still sucks because there's no cover. Slow it down. And so, as you can see, my entire deployment's over here. I've got LRS, ACAV, and a Bradley with a C-Knight and a quick fix spotting everything, and then 2 OH-58s covering it with an IHawk, a command tank, supply for the IHawk, and a Mech Rifles Dragon backing it up just to lock in the ground once we've taken it. I'm sending a single scout over here because in my head, what I'm thinking is if he doesn't go heavy over here and he instead pushes this, then I'm just going to take my whole force and slam it into Echo and then rotate to the middle, and I'll just give up this zone. I'll hold back here and we'll play more of this angle. He doesn't do that, so it turns into more of kind of a tank brawl. Lucky for us, he took a large portion of his forces and drove them straight to middle, which not only will take forever to get there, but it's not going to help him in this fight. So let's speed it up. You can see where he went. Trying to do basically the same thing. He wants to get control of the middle, and then he's got a pretty decent force coming in here to try to lock down Charlie and go from there. So speed this back up. And so I'm clearing out the recon helo just so that he can't see exactly what's going on. We're killing one honker here. We see that there's an ATGM and infantry back here. And again, the C-Knight forces early unloads, completely screws up his deployment over here. Forces a panic rocket plane. We've got the F-16 in. And there's a dead rocket plane. The C-Knight took a bunch of damage, but again, it killed the honker, it killed the recon unit, and it forced him to deploy way back here. I can see this with the quick fix, so I'm getting the ACAV and everything up here to start killing his ATGMs. Moving the LRS up. This honker lived. He took the honkers that don't have guns, which is a huge mistake, but you know, it is what it is. And I see nothing pushing over here, so I'm not concerned. Pushing the Bradley up. I want to get vision, mostly, of this road. This is kind of an awkward place for toes, but if I can get him up here, it's an incredible spot. So slowly moving in here, waiting for recon. We'll push it up there eventually. I'm moving the ACAV and the CV tank. I'm really liking this start against certain divs. Having 2 M1s in the first tick is incredibly powerful, especially since this div has so much recon supply. You can resupply incredibly quickly, so you get the 2 tanks up, and as long as you don't let one of them die, you have like an amazing fighting power. He should have rotated this over. I didn't even know this existed for quite a while. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get my infantry up so that I can see this right now, and I'm just getting my tanks in position, as you can tell, to fire on that ATGM to clear it out, because that's one of the only things. Once that's dead, my tanks can kill everything else. At the same time, I'm just keeping an eye on this. I've got a second ASF up because I'm concerned about him buying the AT plane and killing one of my tanks. That's how I lose this game. So now we're just pushing up. We're getting hits on both things because they're so close. And the AGGM is going down. Eventually. I'm pushing up the infantry because I know it's going to spot for my tanks. We kill that. He's got 3 HP left, and we're just slowly working our way up. There's nothing here, and I know that as I get up, you can see my sight lines. I see all the way down this road. So I've got... This is going to be a big issue for him. Here comes one of the AT planes. Skyhawk is not set up. Luckily it misses. F-16 coming in. I don't know why this wasn't unloaded. I must have been moving it. Yep, I was moving it. Okay. I throw the ASF away, which isn't the best. I didn't know about this Cub at the time, so I thought it was safe. But we take out one of his AT planes. That's a big win condition for us. And we're in a good spot here. We move the iHawk up so that it can prevent that. Our Sea Knight's prepped, and again, nothing's happening over here. He should have been more proactive with this. I understand why he's not, but now what we're doing is we're just backcapping everything that hasn't been controlled already, and we're continually pushing up into more obnoxious positions over here. He buys an AT helicopter, which was a good purchase by him because he's got the Stingers to prevent the OH-58s, and I have no Stingers on the ground, which was one of my oversights on this one. Pull the CV back to start getting healed. I shouldn't have sold this, but it's okay. And we've got a third tank up. So now we're going to start the M1A1 printer. Probing what's going on. I've got the LRS coming up, which is really good. I see that there's not a ton to stop me here. And so I'm healing this, and I want to push the tank up to start capping this back zone. I see the Strela. This is an incredibly lucky Sea Knight. I believe it gets shot at 3 or 4 times, but 10% ECM doing work. This area, it gets too close to the iHawk. Just don't get hit. We got stress, which is good. That'll make it less likely to hit the tanks on the way back. And we're just kind of settling in. So I've got recon up. I mean, this is too annoying for him to deal with. He has no reinforcement over here. He's forced to bring units in over here or unload everything super far back and kind of push up. He walks the Strela into the open. LRS is going to kill that, no problem. Sniper rifle and an LMG. No worries there. This comes back over. iHawk's going to fire on it, and it hits. In spirit. Pushing the M1 ACAV up, because I know that there's a tank over here, but I also want to get as much as I can killed in this road. Because I know I imagine he's going to try to get more units in here. He doesn't want to unload them early and walk. So I'm trying to get my stuff up. And we just miss it. But now we prevent everything else coming down that road. Fortunately, we ruin it by that, but it's all good. We've got another Abrams up here. The CV has repaired and is ready to go. The Sea Knight's prepared and ready to go. The Bradley's in a good position. So he has to worry about this. He keeps buying Strelas, which is an odd choice, but I get it. But I only have 1 Sea Knight and 2 OHs, so like overpurchase there for sure. And now this was risky, but I hadn't seen anything come in the middle yet, so I figured that I could walk this in and just be careful. And then second iHawk, because I know he's buying the AT planes. Dismounts, because I'm going to start pushing the infantry up, and then another scout team. I want the dismounts here so that I can be annoying there, and the scouts here so I can eventually walk them up, and the AGL will help fire support in the middle. Tanks moving up. This was a little ballsy, but because of the CV Helo, which is here, I can tell that there's no one in here, and I can start playing more aggressively with this tank. Again, the ACAV's being super annoying, the CV tank's being super annoying. Firing down his road, killing Strelas that he really wants. I'm not sure why. Another AT plane comes out. This time we have 2 iHawks. One is not unloaded. Actually, neither of them are unloaded. He's going to fire. It's going to miss. It does hit. Never mind. F-16. I hope... Oh, do I suicide this one too? This one, I think it gets hit and gets out. OH kills it, which is nice. Kills the AT plane. The ASF is out. He gets a CV in the middle. At this point, I have this combo. I've been really enjoying this. StarDeck showed me. It's 2 flashes. Well, it's flash and dismount. The flash kills Infantry, the dismount kills vehicles. Dismount's got 6 men, 3 assault rifles, 3 MGs, which is really nice, and an AT4. So it has a pretty decent DPS squad, and then the 2 flashes just stun everything down. And then a supply truck just to keep the flash resupplied, keep them healed, so I can push any infantry out of here. Because at this point, I want to start being annoying here as I'm pushing up to control this, and then I can just slowly use this little death squad to kill everything he's got. Another AT plane comes in this way. This time we've got IHawks ready to go. This is the Sea Knight again, gets incredibly lucky. It gets hit by 1, and then I don't react for a very long time. Gets hit by many more, or gets shot at by many more, and it doesn't die. The ACAV should have pulled it back. Sitting it up here was kind of silly. He goes for a strike on that, which I guess I kind of get, but throwing those AT planes away is a huge mistake. I pulled this one back to get out of LOS. Again, I'll take that trade. The tank didn't kill it, but the tank pulled it up and got the IHawks to kill it. So it's a good trade. Positive the IHawks. Get another one of these up. I'm getting this over for the IHawk. Gets more supply. Pull the Sea Knight back. Move the Bradley up because I start seeing infantry pushed up here. Should have moved this, but I am moving back. Good. So this Wilk was a problem for me here. These dismounts I think I forgot about suicided, but killing everything over here. Again, more Strella's dying, which I know is like, I don't know why he keeps buying them and pushing them up alone, but they're dying. These guys are going to push up. They're clearing it for my Humvee. I've got a Bradley over here just in case something heavier shows up. I want to be able to have something to hold that flank because I feel pretty good on this side. I've traded up enough with my tanks to feel confident. And I still have the Sea Knight up. I've got the LRS up. I've got this controlled, which was really nice. And we're pushing towards the middle. Basically, I just need to pull everything back, heal it, push it back up, keep fighting, pull everything back, heal it, repeat, 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 repeat. A Humvee, another CV tank comes up. He did kill my CV, didn't he? Didn't even see that in the game. Oh, it must have, I think it, no, it got shot by an AT and then shot by a tank, I think. But gets a little too aggressive here. He doesn't see this LRS, and he drives the Wilk right into it, which was a mistake, because now I'm going to start firing laws at it, and the laws won't kill it, but they'll stun it, and then the Bradley will kill it with a TOW 2. This is, again, I'm trying to get this AT. My tank killed the Cub. I didn't show it in the replay, but my tank pushed up and killed the Coob in the middle here. Why this is so important. Control this, and it's just like he has nowhere to put his things. Tank dies. LRS pulling it back. Dragon's controlling me, super annoying. Trying to just be as annoying as possible in the middle here. I buy stingers. At some point, I realize that I need stingers. I see this. This is annoying. I see that he has enough Strellas around that I can't use the OHs. I think they die to this right here. And this is what makes me realize I need stingers. Flash dismount troopers, absolutely mulching these guys. I mean, they are, what, 16 men, technically. You buy all 3 of them, so of course they're going to win. But the Flash and the AT4 is really what you want. Super annoying. I probably could have pushed this up here, but I didn't know that I could support it with anything, so I didn't want to just kill them. Quick fix being a quick fix. Kills my scouts with the helo. Just being annoying. I saw this was shooting at my scouts. I moved the AG up to try and help it. For sure it just dies to this. Strela can't hit anything. More dismounts. I wanted to start pushing up into this area. I thought his CV was here, so I wanted to get control of this and then push up here. On the other side is a good place for him to put that. A stinger over here just to, again, make sure that he can't just, for free, helo flank me or something silly. CV tank. Because I'm going to start pushing the tanks in over here. The Wilk is shooting at my LRS. The Bradley is being annoying. Everything over here is annoying. Tanks are almost healed back up. This was really dumb. I did not need to do this. He brought up the recon helo. He spots it. He shoots it with a tank. It dies. It gets me a little bit of a tick because it decaps his and makes him buy a CV. But it was just a waste of a tank. A waste of a CV. Didn't need to do that. I was under no pressure at this point in the game to start taking. Was not smart. Could have just taken my time and slowly pushed him out. Still here, pushing these guys up, trying to find the last one of these. And now what I'm thinking is I want to get back in here. I want to start pressuring all of this, take this away, push up through here, make sure his CV isn't in here, and then wherever it is, find it and kill it. So, tanks are pushing up. The new healed tanks are going to push up. Now we've got Bradley locking this down. We've got 3 M1s pushing him over here. We've got a Sea Knight. We've got infantry. We've got LRS. We've got planes. We've got more Bradleys coming up. Like, we're good to go. Here's the next 2 Stingers. We are good to go right now. Just need to not throw, and everything is going to be fine. He gets this down, which is unfortunate. I wanted to kill it in the transport. Smoke and pull it back. This is why the up-armored one is amazing. I would have died there if I didn't have the armor. Tank getting shot at by the helo. Should have pulled it back. Again, killing more Stingers. Shooting infantry. LRS is on return fire. Just want to spot. These guys have cleared out this forest. We're just doing as much damage as we can in the open here. He's got a decent push over here, and this was surprising to me. I did not think he would keep pushing this side as much as he did. Pull everything back. No reason to let it die. I'm pretty sure these both die, but again, tried to save them at least. The Bradley staying alive is important. But the tanks are being very annoying over here. Now I'm safe in the middle, so I push this up. I heal these guys up, replace the flash, replace the AT4. And then we start pushing them across the middle because I'm looking for that CV. I'm looking for that CV. I want to get the plus tick in the middle. Want to force him to do other things. Force him to buy more stuff here. Should have gotten something over here at some point. Maybe dismount troopers just to be annoying. He gets back in the zone over here. When he caps that back, he'll go to 0 on the tick. But again, Bradleys are good. Tanks are healing. Now I'm trying to deal with this. My quick fix sees literally everything that's happening. He's going to shoot it. Quick fix is goated, doesn't take any damage. Sea Knight's going to get into the action. Tanks are going to get in the action. Bradley's going to get in the action. We're going to start rotating things from over here. And all we got to do is clear this out. This is a ton of points. They're all in the open. My Sea Knight sees everything. My Kiowa is going to start firing on stuff. We just have to clear this out. I get an ASF up just because I assume with this push we're going to see AT planes. So I just want to make sure that I'm prepared. And this was good. This is a really awkward spot for the tanks because I couldn't get them up. I couldn't leave them back either because he's going to get into AT range before I can see it. So this was a good push on his point. Infantry's pushing up, dismounts pushing up, trying to just get something going on over here. But the Sea Knight is just killing it. They're just deleting everything. The tanks get in, the infantry gets stunned. Not super worried because it's only 14 pen, so we can tank a bunch of shots, as you see. Now we've got Stingers up, so don't have to worry about the helos. This guy's fighting. We're just being as annoying as possible. Trying to lose as little as we can and also kill as much as we can. ASF, I was terrible in ISF's this game. But, again, all focus is on these 5 units, these 6 units, right? Just trying to keep the armor alive, keep the Bradleys alive. Don't let him die for no reason. This infantry is completely unsupported now, sitting in the middle. The ACAV will spot it. Got another tank out here. I think I have another one coming in as well to go in the south. Yep, another tank coming to the south. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks on the front line with a 5th backing it up. And all we have to do is keep that alive. And we win the game. Double vet. 2 of my Abrams are double vet. It helps in the early game to win those early tank fights. He's pushing these in, tanks. So this was... I pulled these back to cover that crossfire specifically. He had this tank up, which was really good on him. But again, these Bradleys are just goated, dude. These things are so strong. The ACAV, I'm pushing it up to try to deal with this, but I also just need to make sure that dies. I pulled the AGLs up to fire on that, and for some reason the tank goes for the AGL, but like, I'm cool with that. The Bradley's gonna move, or the tank's gonna move up to cover these guys on the way back. I'm gonna pop out, I wanna kill these BMPs, and I wanna kill this T-72. Over here, tank is just holding down this area. I've got LRS to spot things. He's pushing up, which is fine, but again, Quick Fix sees everything that's going on over here. I see this cub in the open again, and I just want to run it down with the Abrams. So I'm trying to kill this BMP-2. And as soon as I get in vision, which is pretty soon, I see the cube, and then I just immediately run it down to kill it because I want to kill as much of that as I can. Force him to buy another one. 110 points. They're slow. Force him to buy more of these. He's running away. He sees the tank coming, and I just click it right over here. I just keep clicking it. I'm like, dude, just go get it. Go get it. Run it down, Abrams. Same thing. Good over here. Good over here. ASF's just keeping everything safe. Running the coup down. Start pushing up over here, because now I know that this isn't there. We get the coup. Easy peasy. Start this fight. This wasn't a great fight, because I had already fired first the coup, but I knew I wasn't going to take too much damage from the Wilk, so I pushed up, and then eventually I pull it back in here and start healing it. This needed to be healing early. This was... I set this up for way too long. HE Bomber comes in. This was a weird purchase, because these don't do that much damage. Double Eyehawk kills it. He gets the bombs off. Abrams survives because it's the best tank in the world. I believe I moved this over to heal this. I'm just moving the CV up just to make sure that if he does something silly with this Wilk like he is, I'll be able to support it. But again, dismount troopers, AT4, dismount troopers, AT4. I see this because of the LRS, and I just drive my dismounts up. Side shot, stunned it. This one moves up to kill it. Nobody expects the jungle surprise from the ACAV with the 4 infantry units. Now he starts being really... This is really good on him. He starts pushing in over here with his remainder of units, and I see it with the Bradley. So I start scooting my CV out, and I start pushing my CV up here, because we just killed his over here with the dismounts. So I see these coming in, and I get my CV the hell out of there, just to keep the tick going. Because now the pressure's on him. I'm going to be sitting at a +3 with this. He has to buy a new CV, which he does, but it's going to take forever. And I've got vision of it. I don't have a ton of vision, but I knew that this was here because of the Bradley. I needed to push the Bradley up further, but probably saved it because I think it would have died to that as well. But again, healing the ACAV, keeping everything alive. I've got a ton of stuff over here now. I got 2 more martyrs. Got more flash. I've got flash to push him out of here. I've got martyrs to fire support everything. We've got tanks going down here. Smoke. Push it back up. Killing the BMPs. This keeps shooting infantry, and this just keeps killing BMPs. And these just keep shooting my LRS for some reason instead of firing on the Abrams. Maybe it's out. No idea why these aren't firing on the tanks, but they're not. Tank him to the face. Kill the BMPs. Not concerned. Killing all the infantry. You can tell he's pressured now because this is not a good push. He only has 1 tank, 2 tanks, and he's pushing into 5 or 6 Abrams and some Bradleys. Not favorable. But he's got control over here. This is not a good spot for me. I've got ASF up. I was looking to cluster it. I think I did cluster a BMP, maybe. So I clustered something. I don't remember what it was. It might have been this. I didn't even kill it. Sea Knight's pushing up. I know he has no AA because the quick fix isn't getting fired at, and the Sea Knight just starts shooting everything. Got it too close. I should have kept it out of autocannon range, but it's stunned. AT plane's just loitering because I thought we were going to have more of a push. Bradley's up here being super annoying. CV tanks shouldn't be here anymore, but it is. Good fire support. Again, more Abrams coming up. I want to get them on this side to start firing in there. They're here. I wasn't sure how many of them were left. I don't really know. Oh, it's from that. Okay. But at this point, I'm just moving stuff up. I'm Q-moving my forces up. I feel like I've got a pretty big advantage. I see him doing desperate stuff back here, and I'm thinking, okay, he's weak over here. I can push up. If he caps this, I'm not concerned because it'll be his back zone. That'll keep me at a +2 at least if I hold the middle. And we're just chilling. HE bombers in the air, nothing to worry about. So we buy, at some point, I buy infantry to start pushing my way back in here. But again, his reinforcement road, as you can see, he has to buy it. Oh, this is the backline stuff. He has to buy it here and then walk it all the way around to get in range. He sends this to my backline, which was a great play. But again, I see it at some point, and it's kind of like dealing with this with 11th Cav is not hard. If he had sent some AA with it, it would have been more difficult. But like, I have helos, I have planes, I can just bomb it out, kill everything. It's in my base, drive a CVM and take it. Middle, Sea Knight's just killing everything. All of his AA is dead. This AT plane kills a Coob. I'm not even microing it. It kills a Coob, circles around, kills a BMP, and then I sent it to go home. Didn't even know it was there. Go to the AT plane, doing all by itself. AA just chilling. Again, just chilling. Keeping my stuff alive. I needed more infantry in the middle here. At some point, I buy it. At some point, I buy it. Probably over-invested at the bottom at this point. CV tank died? No. I don't know why I kept buying CV tanks, but I did. I needed more infantry here to control this. Because I knew this was all here. I could see this, and I saw this stuff sneak its way in. Didn't know that this was all here. He has a way in for sure, but... At some point, I spot this. I see just the tank, and I thought, okay, it's just a tank coming. Now, it's more than... Yeah, I see it. Here's the cluster. So I just saw the tank, and I'm trying to cluster this. Not a great cluster, but it would still be very annoying to deal with. Pulling up supply or some scouts. Bradley's here. Bradley's here. Abrams coming in. Just getting everything where it needs to be. Getting control up here. Getting control up here so that I can push the CV tank in, and it's on the way. Just getting enough control. I should... This is pretty good. I could probably move this up a little further. I think I do at some point. But, like, we're good. Everything's good. This could all be positioned a little better. It's kind of just chilling, doing nothing. But I'm just focused. I just had a big fight down here. I'm assuming he doesn't have much stuff. Pushing the CV in. Time to get a tick. And trying to deal with this at the same time. I brought this over here. I didn't really expect it to come from this side. I thought he was going to drive it somewhere else. But it is what it is. We're all good. Cluster's loitering. Sea Knight's kind of chilling. I was trying to see what's going on. I should have moved this earlier. He gets the CV in the middle. Or no. He gets... That's me getting my CV in. Okay. I see the AT helo, which is an issue, but I just smoked a tank. And sit there for the cap. I've got stingers, moving them up just to get cover for that AT plane. Or that AT. Now we're starting to see this. You know, little bit concerned... I didn't see these. That's the thing. I only saw this tank. Quick Fix is pushing up, getting the Bradley vision so the Bradley can shoot. Quick Fix was too far up. It takes too much damage from the machine guns. Third Eyehawk coming up again, just to make sure all of my tanks stay safe. I know he's playing some shenanigans over here. I didn't know about these 3 BMPs, which you'll see kill this Sea Knight eventually, but... Bring up more AA, bring up more scouts. I've got control of this. I'm sitting at a solid +4. I know that I can get this out pretty easily because I control the reinforcement road so well over here. But at this point, this was good. He positioned these guys. This was nasty backline. And I don't have the... I should have moved the helo, but it is dead. So I move this up, and this dies to autocannons. Now I realize, okay, there's more here than I'm ready to deal with. He goes to dive this. Luckily, he stops that. That would have killed everything in the buildings. But we traded on the way out. Oh, this actually doesn't kill anything. This misses every single missile. But it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix. I got an AT plane up, so when I see things, I can kill them. I'm pushing this Bradley up over here to try to spot this, because I know it's somewhere on this side. I'm trying to push these guys over. They die. So, spoiler alert. He's in here. Still at a +2. Even when this gets capped, we'll still be at equal, right? And he has to defend with 1 tank, 3 BMPs, and 3 infantry squads. No AA, no recon, no supply. He's just chilling there. So I'm not worried about that. I've got this super locked down. I could have definitely rotated some of this, but I'm not concerned, right? This is not much. I can win over here. I can win in here. I'm just trying to deal with this. Got a Kiowa coming up because I didn't see anything shoot that wasn't a BMP. So the Kiowa's going to spot and kill everything, and the CV is just going to hide itself over there. I'm not concerned. 13 minutes. He has to do some crazy shenanigans to beat me here. Didn't realize how much infantry was in here. We dive it with the AT plane. We get shot with a Stinger. Didn't get shot with a Stinger. Easy. Stinger up here, killing the AT helo. His CV's pushing in super slow. 1 million autocannons are about to kill these guys. Kiowa kills 1 BMP. Misses because Hellfire's 70% accuracy is not 70% accuracy. Kills it on second try. Boom. Keeping the Kiowa alive with these. I buy a supply at some point for this guy to get more Hellfires. There it is. And now I can see everything, so I know that this is safe to just plop right in there. And I have a CV tank coming up to push the rest of it out. Controlling the middle. I see the CV. I walk the Bradley up, bonk the CV, and pull it back, which was super lucky because I didn't know that that was there. At this point, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's definitely GG, but I think this is when he actually GGs. I full cap the middle. I start tapping this back, which puts me in a +3, and then when this gets healed and this gets up, I end up killing his CV tank and going to a +7, and that's game over. Which means we can speed it up a little bit. Yeah, that's GG. It was a fun one. This is a map that definitely still boggles my mind a little bit. ACAV doing work, killing a bunch of his opener. I love tanks killing AA. It just feels so good. The other one killed the other cub. Bradley killing a bunch. I mean, it's just that I am enjoying this playstyle a lot more. It still confuddles me on some matchups. There's a lot of parts that I just don't understand with it. But that was my first time playing it on this map, and I really enjoyed it. The amount of pressure you can put out early is super fun. So, thanks again for watching. Catch you guys later. Have a good one.